Hello YouTube girls, welcome back to my channel and to another one of my beauty vlogs. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine, what I wear on the daily, no matter where I'm going, just super basic and natural. If you guys are interested in seeing how I get this look, keep on watching. So step one in my makeup routine is foundation. Just depending on where I go, my foundation switches. So I have my most coverage, I use the DIOR Forever Skin foundation. I just recently got it and it's the most coverage that I wear. Medium coverage that I would go for is my Naked Skin by Urban Decay. And I love this foundation as well. It's pretty sheer, but I really like that. I don't like anything too heavy. So my lightest coverage that I would wear is the ROCHE-POSAY. It's their CC cream, and I also have used their BB cream and I like it as well. It comes in one shade and then you can just blend it and it matches with any skin tone. So it's nice when you get tan in the summer. It just blends really easily. You don't need to buy two different shades. My skin is just cleansed and all I did was use my cleanser and my toner and then moisturizer. And during the summer I would use a primer, but it's really dry here so I don't need one during the winter. So today I have a little bit of a breakout too. This is just bare skin. So I want to use my fullest coverage today. So I'm going to use my DIOR foundation. I apply this foundation with just a beauty sponge. I apply my CC cream with my hands. Optical blurring brush, which is just like a dome brush for my Naked, and I love to apply that with that. I have to be honest with you guys, I haven't really gotten down how to apply this one yet. Like I kind of still struggle with what I like to apply it with. I've tried my blurring brush and it just kind of sucked up the product and it just wasn't enough coverage. So I've been using the just damp beauty sponge this last time and I really like that. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this now with my beauty sponge. So I just do one pump on my hand to start, and I usually wind up needing two and a half pumps.
You call me all friendly.
This is my second pump.
How much you miss me. That's funny. I guess you've heard my songs. Well, I'm too busy for your business. Go find a girl who wants to listen. Cause if you think I was born yesterday, you have got me wrong. So I cut you off. I don't need your love.
So that's about the perfect coverage for me. I don't want too much. I just want to take a little bit of the redness out of the breakout that I have right now. So after foundation, what I usually do is a highlighter, concealer underneath my eyes. I don't really have darkness underneath my eyes, but I just really feel like it brightens me up. So I actually use a foundation for my concealer, which is kind of weird, but I really like it. It's Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation, and my friends actually wear it and I was recommended it, but I got way too light of a shade. So I was like, what do I do with it now? So I just started putting it underneath my eyes to brighten me up, and I actually love the look of it. So it's kind of weird. I just use like the little like applicator that comes with it, and I just kind of go underneath my eyes and just do like one like smear and then another like smear, and then I kind of just like radiate it down like this, and then I might go just kind of on my nose a little bit too. And sometimes if I'm red, I'm not today, I'll go around the corners of my nose and maybe by my upper lip or my mouth here, wherever that I'm red pretty much. And then I'll take my beauty blender again, or I actually really like this wedge sponge that I got at just Walgreens, and I just kind of go underneath and just pat these in. Okay, so that's on. I just feel like that really just brightens me up. It's a good look. And then after, immediately, I'm just gonna take my NYX highlight and contour palette. And I just use the lightest matte shade that they have, which is this one right here. And I just kind of set it underneath my eyes so then it really just sets in there nicely. I also have a NYX translucent that sometimes I put in there as well. But I just feel like this, since it does have a little bit of color, it just kind of packs that lightness in there really nicely. And then after that, the next step is a little bit of contour. I don't do much of this. I'm not like a crazy person but with contour, but I like the look of a little bit of just deepening right below my cheekbones and maybe a little bit up here, and then maybe just to narrow my nose a little bit. I use the lightest shade and also the NYX contour, and I just kind of use this kind of slanted dome brush that I got from MAC, the 168 SE, and I just kind of just with my cheeks and just go right underneath there.
Catch a wave on us. Take a shot, make a friend, just enjoy the moment. Blue sky walking on these haters.
And then I take the highlighter brush kind of thing again and just kind of blend that out a little bit. And then for right above that area, I like to highlight a little bit, but not too much. So I got this really cool palette. I still don't know how to pronounce the name of it. It's like doucce something. And there's a really pretty highlight color in here. It's really cool because all of these shades, they're natural, which I love, and then it also comes with a highlighter, and then they're all actually magnetic. So I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna try to pop this one out. So they actually pop out and then they just click right back in. So you can customize your palette, which is really cool. So this is the highlight that comes with it, and I'm just gonna use the same brush that I did underneath my eyes, get a little bit of that, and then I'm just gonna go right above the little part that I bronzed out.
Maybe the night that my tears might let me know all the stars are blue.
Cool, I like that. Next thing that I will do is a little bit of blush. I use the ROCKATEUR by Benefit. It's a really pretty, like, just soft, like rosy, but slightly coral blush, and I really like it. My other Don't brush by MAC, I don't know what it is. Just put a little bit just on the apples of my cheeks right here, and just kind of blend it into the part that I deepen to. I'll put a little bit on my nose as well so I don't look like a ghost. Right after that, I usually do brows. So I have quite a few things that I use for brows. So number one for brows, I use GIMME Brow by Benefit, and I love it. It is the shit. If you haven't ever used it, you're gonna love it. So it comes with a little itty bitty mascara wand, and I just brush this on first. And it adds a little bit of color. I use the shade 1, so it's the lightest color that they have, just because I like a more natural brow. I like them to show up, but I don't like them to be the center of attention.
Cross my heart, hope to die. To my lover, I'd never lie.
I have my eyebrows microbladed actually, and I never went back to get my fill because they were so painful. I was way too much of a wuss, so I never went back. But it still kind of gave those tails that I never really had, and it still gives me the shape that I need. Prior to microblading though, I would use this goof proof eyebrow pencil. And the reason why it's goof proof is because the tip of it is like bigger, like much bigger. I don't know if you can tell, but just like much bigger than like the regular just pencil. So you can really like get in there well and like carve out that shape a little bit better.
It's a feeling like a born again teen, got a heartbeat like we're on the 16.
And then for a while there, I also used Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I like that as well. But honestly, it's just so much of like a pencil for me. Like, it's just so like tiny tipped. So I really like the goof proof because it's a little bigger and it doesn't have to be so precise, so it looks more natural. It doesn't look like just like lines drawn on your eyebrow. And then after that, I will do a little bit of shadow. Okay, so what I do every day, no doubt, is I use this NARS. It's called Night Star. And it's literally just like a nude sparkle color. And I'll just do this like literally on my lid, just kind of all over. I will go back into this doucce. Please forgive me if I don't pronounce it right still. I'll go back into this palette. Woo, if I can open it. And I will use, I like this brown color right here. And there's like it's kind of cool. They have every shade, and then they have like the matte shade and then the sparkly shade. So I'm just gonna use the matte shade and just use a little tiny bit right here on like the end of my lid, and then just kind of fan it up into my crease. Celebrate every day like a birthday. Things come to those that wait up. Okay, and then after that, I'm just gonna take my MAC brush. This is just like a blending brush. It's 224 SE. And I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. So last thing I do is I just use this Highbrow Glow by Benefit. It just goes right underneath your brow bone here, and it just kind of highlights that arch, which I really like the look of. Really thick top, so you have to buy like a special sharpener by Benefit, so they get more of your money. I'm actually in due for a sharpening. So now that it's sharp, you can see a little bit more of its color. It's just like the opalescence-y one. They have a pinker shade too, but I don't wear much pink, so this is just kind of like a pearl one. I feel like it really just like adds like just like that extra kind of like, I don't know, highlight underneath the eyes and defines your brows a little bit more. The very last thing I'll do before I set my face is lips. So I've been loving this Urban Decay lipstick. It's called Naked. It's really pretty. It's just very neutral. I don't like bright lips. I'm just not that bold. It's just a little bit brighter and like pinkier than my natural lip shade. I use two different, they're made by the same company. It's called Beauty Counter. I love their products. They're all natural. And I have the pinkier shade that's called Delilah, and then the softer shade that's called Blossom. So if I want something more sheer, I use Blossom. If I want something more like packed in, I'll use the Delilah. So I'm gonna use the Delilah today.
I swear I'll try in the end. It's him and I. He's out his head. I'm on my mind. We got that love.
And then it just gives you like that finished sheen look on your lips. For lashes, so I'm wearing eyelash extensions, so I don't do mascara. But if I did do mascara, logo's like gone because I love it so much and I've used it forever. But it's Perversion by Urban Decay, and I really like it. It's just a really nice one. But since I'm not gonna do that, I use this insti-seal by Bella Lash, and it's just a sealant for your eyelash extensions, so it makes them last a lot longer. And then it also just takes off any of that makeup residue.
Fighting flames of fire, hang on to burning wires, we don't.
Okay, so once that is on, I'm gonna set my face. So I use the Urban Decay Slick, and I really like it. It's not so good for the winter because my face is already dry, and this is like an oil control matte finish, but oh well. It's like only cold here and dry here for like 2 or 3 months out of the year. The rest of the year is really hot and I need oil control. So I'm just gonna spray this on my face. Oh, it feels so good. That concludes my makeup routine. It's very simple. It's pretty much the same all the time. I just switch up my foundations. I'm gonna let you guys know about the Dior one. I'm still kind of like up in the air with what I think about it. I like the coverage, but I just don't know if it does that much better of a job than the Naked. Please let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking of the beauty vlogs. I don't know if they're helpful or not. I'm not a beauty guru. This is all just stuff that I do, and I haven't been taught to do it. It just works for me. So hopefully some of the things help you as well. I know that when I watch beauty vloggers on YouTube, it just helps me discover new products. I hope that that's kind of what these videos are helping you guys with. And ask me any questions you want to know about any of the products that I use. Love you guys and see you next time.